All right, guys. Blue team is ReBoot Gaming up top. My PNG overlay should be working up top, just beneath the global goal counters. You should see the team names. Thank you, Keisha. Look at this very well, this Blitzcrank skin gets me every time. It's just ridiculous. It looks like a race car or something, a hot rod with giant fists.
It's called Hot Rod's Blitzcrank for a reason, I guess.
Oh yeah, Captain Obvious here, checking in. Anyways, we do have Electric. Is the color red today? Wow, look at this. What is this, a game of ARAM right now? All players positioned close to the mid lane right now. Two of ReBoot's players at the River Bush. Karth is trying to do some poke with some layways. This looks very probable that we'll see some form of a aggression or level 1 teamfight situation. Perhaps some exchanges going on. Both teams dispersing, looking to steal Reds at this point. Perhaps going to just have a gentleman's agreement. No, ReBoot pinging all over the mid lane right now. Looks like they want to defend this one. And perhaps Electric's going to have the insight to know not to advance into that jungle and just play this one standard. What do you think? Ward placements here.
They might actually have just, because of that, they fainted an overly paranoid ReBoot Gaming. Get it? Paranoid, not there, right? But I think they're gonna go back standard formation, and pretty much kind of secure their blue and then secure their normal gameplay. So not a lot of EXP lost. We're going to see a golem attempt here from ReBoot Nomadic and Dumo. Very good choice right here, getting that lane advantage right now, giving Kohi that little bit extra farm. As you can see there, no trouble doing these golems whatsoever. Perfectly kited. Not a lot of HP loss here either. So you see, this is how golems are done. If you guys want to pay attention to golems, that's how they're done. Look at the bot right now.
Yeah,
that's it. Yep.
Yeah,
not a single potion needed to be used.
Yeah, and Tarek going to be able to sustain that one, no problem. Nice job picking up that extra farm for Nomadic. No doubt going to play a part in the early lane here. Those of you telling me to use the scroll wheel on the panning around the map, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Scroll wheel zooms in like this.
They want you to basically press it down. They want you to press it down and then it slowly moves over. Yeah. I don't really like that. I like the mini-map a lot better.
I mean, here's our options. We can go with the directed camera, or we can do with me clicking on the mini-map. Directed camera misses a lot of action, and scroll wheel's way too slow. Alright, so, I mean, we use directed camera for a lot of cinematic approach, but for this kind of high octane, we need to catch everything on camera.
High octane.
Yeah, some early harass going down here on Noble Frog, the support player for Electric, taking some grave shot there as well as a dazzle. Nothing to wince at, but also not really going to push back their aggression as they are pushing Nomadic under his tower right now. This is a little bit unusual to see that, putting them pretty vulnerable for a jungle gank, although they seem to have everything under control with that ward placement. Up top, we need to keep a close eye on this Yorick harass, see if he's able to shut down any of Camera's farm. It does appear that they're pacing very well with each other. Ward placements all over the place, actually spotting these junglers. Red team's pinging going down, negating the Nocturne gank at the mid lane, but Nocturne Patootie, aka Tarzan, is going to go up top and try to land some harass, perhaps even a kill on Yorick right now. Meanwhile, down bottom, look at how aggressive Electric is playing that bot lane. There's the initiate from Aurelia. Down goes the early ignite. Not going to get that fear off. Going to have to pull back because of the exhaust. Nice play there from Yorick. Pretty much just shrugging off as much damage as possible right there. Gonna allow him to sustain for days against Aurelia. I want to keep a really close eye on that. In response, though, we have Phoenix Udyr coming up top. Wants to land a gank here on Aurelia. She is definitely overextended. Camera completely in the dark right now. Gonna get stunned by that bear. But the flash, did he not land that 1 second stun? What happened there? There's the stun. You're going to be able to do some more harass.
Strike was very well placed by Camera. He stunned him just as Udyr was approaching.
That was an excellent play by Aurelia right there.
Yes.
Top-notch reflex right there. Both top laners negating those gank attempts. However, Yorick with his sustain is going to be having some time to free farm up there, given that Udyr's gank was definitely more successful than Nocturne. On that note, Nocturne wants to go bot and punish this team for being so overextended. Just got sighted by that ward. Blitzcrank looking to do some grabs. Patootie not able to land a gank down bottom. Is Patootie... they got eyes on him, man. GPS tracker. The man's not able to make some plays right now. This is not very characteristic of him, man.
He's always been the playmaker for his team, but just notice this about both junglers. At this high elo, you always want to have your jungle clear before you try and gank. Too often people sit in bush and not really clearing the jungle, We do have a little bit of gank
Look
here
at
going
this.
down from
Rise is going to be in a tough spot. There's the wall of pain. Oh, the exhaust goes down. He flashes around the wall. Gets that 1 second bear stun. Going to take these layaways. Iranium looks to be okay though, using a potion to heal that. Look at that. Look at this bot lane, man. Look how aggressive Electric is playing. Let's take a look at the farm. Corki now at 33 versus Graves 34. Wow. Do my eyes deceive me, or is Fei Long actually out farming Nomadic right now?
That is like that's what hold the presses. What?
Unspeakable. What's going on up here? Looks like Rayleigh's having a moment of free farm. Yorick's going to go back. What did he pick up? Pick up a Meki Pendant as well as a Mana Potion and a couple wards. No doubt he's going for that sustained strategy. Wants to get his farm up as high as possible. But Tootie trying to make something happen here on Jackie Chan. Here we go. Will he land this Sphere? Jackie Chan, does he have his summoner spells? He does have a flash up. His exhaust is down. Overall,
that's so weird. Landing Patootie landing a gank on Jackie Chan. Just imagine Patootie in real life trying to land a gank on Jackie Chan and then getting floored by some martial artsness.
Lots of exchange up top between Yorick and Aurelia. It doesn't look like anything too serious. Meanwhile, down bot still very aggressive. Patootie needs to do something about this. He needs to stop this Graves player right now from shutting down his AD's farm. I haven't been paying attention how many last hits Corki has lost to the tower, but a fair amount, obviously, because of the amount of harass. Definitely uncharacteristic to see Nomadic behind on farm. I wouldn't say he's behind, but certainly not top notch.
Just a couple farm behind, yeah.
As usual.
Definitely not his usual farm. I mean, at this point, he should have like around 50. Actually, he's close. Just a little bit. I mean, look at that. The aggression right there. Wow, Fei Long might actually be losing his life there.
No, they don't want to risk it with that knockup from Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank playing very aggressive right there, saying, "Get out of my way!" While Fei Long is going to heal up pretty easily with his health potion. Do note Patootie was just trying to go in for a behind the tower gank there, I believe, up top on Yorick, and that was failed as well. He's been sighted pretty much every attempt he's made, although he might go for a Shroud attempt here. Maybe after unlocking 6, will these golems be enough experience to go for a Shroud gank? Let's see. Meanwhile, Karthus went back. What did he buy? A Catalyst. Going to rush that ROA. Very standard Karthus strategy. Looks like he's pacing quite well with Iranium in the mid lane right now. That's unexpected. I would have expected to see Iranium dealing a considerable more harass. However, their farm is relatively even. Iranium's about 10 CS ahead right now. Patootie's still not level 6. Not going to make something happen, but Udyr is going to hand off the blue buff to Karthus, picking that up with some lay waste action. Overall, ReBoot is considerably ahead on farm Pureshield. Well, not that
300.
far.
300 gold. That's about 10, 10, 20 farm in total actually. So not that much.
Still definitely noticeable. Although going into the 8-minute mark, still no first blood has been made. Pretty uncommon actually, especially given how aggressive this bot lane has been. Both junglers kind of being shut down a little bit, and not a whole lot of harass going down top or bottom. Most of these guys just focusing on farm like the amazing players they are. That's really the first priority in this point in the match. There goes Rise with his blue buff as well. Going to be pacing with Karthus, no problem. What do you think, man? Who's going to go at first blood? Who's showing weak knees? Who's showing, imperfections in their movements right now? I got to say, the bot lane from Electric seems overly aggressive, unnecessary.
Overly, yep.
So
and really, but Nem is getting pressure, and he is behind on farm. Very, very rare. Like you never see this in our tournaments. Nemesis being behind on farm. He might get killed once or twice here and there. I guess Hufflepuff, he might get die here and there, but he never falls behind on farm. Even the games where we were stalking ReBoot for just a couple of videos, he's never behind on farm. And look at this, Fei Long making him behind on farm. El Capitano and Nomadic getting work for his money right now, for sure.
Absolutely. It looks like Patootie does want to gank some sort of a paranoia action bottom here, as he did just ding level 6. He's going to try to shroud this one. Let's keep a close eye on this, as we are looking at the site of Electric right now, completely unaware of the enemy jungle. Here it comes. There's the paranoia on top of Graves. Looks like they're going to be focusing Blitzcrank with that early ignite. Not enough damage coming from Corki right now. Will we see an offensive Valkyrie? No, he's saving it for the retreat.
No!
The rocket grab on Nocturne, landing the first blood. Karthus for the kill secure. ReBoot is behind. ReBoot just lost that first blood right now. A huge misstep on the part of Patootie. Got gripped into the tower. He should have seen that coming. This is precisely the reason that Nomadic didn't use an offensive Valkyrie there. He was saving it for the retreat, just in case he got gripped, and just in case their jungler came down so he could make an easy escape. But look at this. Look at that. Walking right through the wall of pain.
Go down too. Oh my goodness.
A nice gank here from Udyr, landing that bear stun as well. Prime time right in between the wall of pain, actually. That was very close. But it appears that they are going to get a free dragon. That is Electric. Grabbing up a free dragon right now. I don't really see how ReBoot can stop this.
There's no way they can deny this dragon. This dragon is theirs for sure. My goodness. I mean, those of you guys who've seen the first 2 tournaments, would you ever expect this? Would you ever expect this to happen? No. Anything can happen. This is why our tournament is great.
Absolutely. This is not the first time that we've seen ReBoot behind. Really, they start to shine in a few minutes, I have to say. When they start doing their multi-man ganks, it becomes very dangerous for the opponent team. Whoa. Trying out this scroll wheel. I think I'm not going to try that out in this match. No. Too much action going on here. But yeah, for the most part, ReBoot is slightly behind. Was ahead on farm for a while there. It appears the Rise is still even on farm. Up top, Yorick with 67 versus Aurelia 7-2, so Camera's slightly ahead up there. But bottom, that's the real point of interest, because Pneumatic, the best farmer that we know, is behind by 10 CS right now, due to the fact that they just had a failed gank attempt, and also because they've been able to get away with such aggressive play down here for Electric. Just not expected at all. What was Blitzcrank doing right now? Was he just trying to gank?
He was just running around, warding, ganking mid. No, just the usual stuff, you know.
Interesting position there from YBuy. The Udyr jungle wanted to make something happen there on the top lane, kind of wasting time. Perhaps a little bit of miscommunication between him and the Yorick player. Not a big problem though, but take a look at this. Completely spotting Patooty's positioning there. Red pings all over the place. Such grand ward placement from both teams. Although it does appear that Electric is pretty much winning the vision battle, as they've been able to negate every single gank attempt by Patooty. Man.
GPS on Patooty indeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although, you know, maybe he should get that bug off of him right now. Find some way to do so. Just get that opening. I mean, that was really unfortunate grab that he got at the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, that totally set them back. I mean, they're behind now by what? Because of the dragon as well. I mean, that, if you think of a chain of events, Patooty dies, then Rise dies, free dragon, right? Yeah. That's 2 kills, 600 gold plus the dragon as well. 1,500 gold right there. Just lost. And then now
whoa. Did you see that? Did he just Valkyrie out of a grab? That would look like some physics bug, big time. Physics bug supreme. But look at this. Forget my stupid chatter here. Looks like ReBoot's coming down bottom for a 4-man gank. This is what they're so good at right now.
Oh my goodness. There we go. ReBoot gaming. That's the ReBoot style.
Blitzcrank getting taken down so easily to the combined efforts of Corky's pursuit and that paranoia from Patooty. That's exactly what they needed to get right back into this game. The kills fed to the right player, the right champion, more importantly. Corky is now pretty much ahead of Graves at this point in Global Gold. Let's take a look to clarify. Corky sitting at 4,200 almost. Graves. Actually, they're dead even. Corky very
30
slightly
gold, 2 farm away.
They're very slightly. Pneumatic is very slightly ahead, but that pretty much they can rest easy now, knowing that Pneumatic is on par with the enemy AD carry, and of course there's assists granted as well. Help out with the Global Gold. The next dragon fight is pretty much going to determine who has the advantage so far, although that's precisely what we were talking about. Those 4-man dives, those tower dives, that ReBoot, it's like they work them out on a calculator before it happens, you know. They just stop.
Go on that TI 82 and then just start timing out.
Every time. They're so good at that. I've never really seen a team.
They have a watch as well on their wrists, and then it's like, you know, executing T-3, 2, boom, done. Yeah. There's a gank. You know, that was exciting to watch. They are exactly 1k gold behind, essentially. Well, okay, maybe a little bit more than that right now, just because it's
very slightly.
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to Aurelia up top. Been able to pretty much trade with this Yorick, no problem for the most part. Pretty even jungle intervention, if I may say so. Camera, no doubt, one of those top-notch players that knows how to deal with the likes of Yorick harass. In fact, now appears to be winning the harass battle. As look at Yorick's HP right now, having a tough time with that one.
Oh,
down bottom.
Udyr might actually sneak this gank in.
Yikes! Nope, you're absolutely right. It appears that she's
look at that equilibrium strike again. Very nice.
Such nice timing. Look at it. It's like a split second before she gets bear stun. She's actually going to pursue this right now because Nocturne and Rise are at the blue buff. Actually, somebody's pinging for a retreat there. Probably Electric, saying, they're coming for you, man. Get back, Udyr. Super strong play from Camera right there. Gotta hand it to him. Those reflexes primed and ready to go. It's like as fast as possible given the latency discrepancies. There we go with a dazzle and a miss grab. Not a whole lot of action going on down bottom here. Both AD carries trying to farm up as much as possible, though it does appear ReBoot is winning the harass game now, as Blitzcrank really hasn't made any big plays since that grab on Patootie during that tower dive. Then we just saw Udyr pick up a fairly early Oracles, although pretty standard at this level of play. Lots of trading going on up top. Looks like Aurelia looking to tower dive, but no, the Ghost is going to negate that very easily. We have a roaming Ryze here, Arcanium, looking to make something happen in the bot lane, but got spotted by this very nice ward placement. This is such a high elo game, man. Such a high elo game.
This is good. This is what League of Legends is all about, really. Like, close, everyone living, but then the farm makes the difference. I mean, there's so much to take into consideration here. Here comes a shatter going on. Are we going to see a Nocturne dive?
We see a grab right now on Taric. There it is. There's the knockup. Oh no, Dumo's taking so much damage. Gets exhausted. And Ignite, he's going to survive though. Patootie free to rain. Grabbing up that kill for Pneumatic on Blitz in the mid. Karthus ult. Gonna take down Taric. Wanted to grab a double. Here comes Arcanium. Oh no! Getting picked off right there.
The mouth of Jackie Chan right there.
I lay waste. Man, was that a turnaround or was that a turnaround? Nice play there from Electric. Huge props to Jackie Chan. Clotheslining Patootie with that Defile Lay Waste combo after picking up the kill with his ultimate on Taric. Man, ReBoot is actually behind right now, going into the 17-minute mark. This is so uncharacteristic. Usually they turn the tides by now. They could be behind for good, man.
Maybe it has to come down to the Dragon Baron. Speaking of Dragon, though, here comes another Dragon that probably cannot be denied by ReBoot. They're just going to give this away because look how fast Karthus is shredding that Dragon.
They don't have a choice. Yep. As we said in the in the draft, actually, we do feel that Electric does have the late game advantage team comp because of Karthus and because of Udyr. The fact that Nocturne kind of starts to fall off.
Not to mention Yorick as well. I mean,
Yorick also scales very well. So the fact that Electric has been able to survive, even end up on top at this point in the match, is not looking good for ReBoot at all. They are such a good team, man. Pleasure of watching this extremely high elo match. It's so good. This is League of Legends right now, friends and viewers. This could be one giant upset. Electric may end up on top in the first match here, to say the least. Although way too soon to speak, as it is only the 17-minute mark, and anything could happen. Although we haven't seen ReBoot contested like this since they lost their first match in our last tournament. Here comes Udyr coming up top for a gank on Aurelia. He is fast enough to pursue that, but somebody was pinging a fallback. I'm not really sure which team that was. You can never tell. But they're just going to play it safe, as they do have that Dragon advantage now. They're over 2,000 gold ahead. They're probably just going to wait until the next team fight before they make any big plays. It's really up to ReBoot to try to turn the tide of this one. Again, Aurelia turning out on top of this harass up here. It looks like Nocturne wants to dive this one. When we see a Paranoia used, not necessary. Although ReBoot's taking Camera's taking a ton of damage. Gonna have to pull back there and allow Patootie to pick up this kill. I keep saying ReBoot because they all have ReBoot in front of their name. I'm trying to read here, but yeah, Patootie and Camera, very nice synergy up top. That is a zombie Yorick. The kill did go down. Assist granted to Aurelia. Down bottom, we need to keep our eye on this farm. What do we have here? Whoa, look at this grab. Taric may sustain too much damage. Yes, he is going to go down to the combined efforts of Udyr and Graves is going to escape. Is Valkyrie going to be able to save Corki? Yeah, he's going to be fine, but that was a very nice play. Very coordinated. That close range buckshot from Fei Long, really nailing his coffin shut there. Graves, like a melee range champion almost, deals so much damage at that range. So unpredictable. Combined with the stun.
A little support Graves action going on though. 0-1 and 462 farm. Corki 3-0 and 0. I'm going to tell you, whoa, give us a Paranoia.
Where's this Paranoia right now?
That is an escape Anoia. That's just to escape. There's a push from Camera to kind of getting that one objective, just to bring the gap a little bit closer. Definitely a good call. He needs to start roaming, helping his team. Just laying against that Yorick all day up top might not be good for his health and well-being for sure. Yorick is way behind on farm compared to Aurelia, and 1 assist and death behind. So quite frankly, Camera winning his lane by a good amount. Ryze is doing okay, but Ryze is behind Karthus for sure. Then we have a bot lane that's pretty much even for now. Just because of how fed Corki is.
Yeah, Corki did pick up that double kill moments ago. Look at this. We have an exhaust going down combined with the Defile. That's why he picked up that exhaust.
That's a dead uranium right there.
Yeah, very strong play from Jackie Chan. Not even needing to enlist the help from his jungle, but picking up that assist, no less. No reason not to. And this Karthus player, Jackie Chan, absolutely fantastic. He is.
Jackie!
His positioning has been spot on all game, but I gotta hand it to Camera. I didn't expect him to shut down Yorick at all, but he's turning out to be on top on farm and kills, as you stated, and that may in fact be the game changer in the late game, as Aurelia hyper carries are so hard to stop, although she's not nearly fed enough to really make a huge difference, but I guess it just remains to be seen. We need some more time to transpire. We need to see the first team fight before we can really speak anything right now. It really just comes down to the synergy of this team right now. Which team has the better team fight? Don't you agree?
I will actually give the team fight definitely to ReBoot, but
yeah.
Then again, though, like I see them fight against the world's best teams and win. That's one of the reasons I'm saying that.
Yeah.
But maybe they've lost 2 dragons so far. They haven't really been contesting dragon at all. I think they're aware they're losing dragons, and they spot this gank with a ward. So they're definitely going to be playing a little bit of passive. I mean, Nomadic knows that the Udyr is going to back off right there. So he's just taking a little bit more risk with the farm overall. Let's see. He's going to go for a flash gang. He doesn't have flash up, so he's just going hoping for a grab.
Be well advised to try to make something happen here, as Nocturne is way out of position right now. Excuse me, voice crack galore. Too much talking so far. It's like 4 hours straight. Anyways, a yellow ping here on Karthus. Not really sure. He's just grabbing up those rays. Udyr playing very passively. He wants to wait for the perfect moment to make something happen here. And I don't blame him, but he just got spotted. I do believe he got spotted right there. And he's going to pull back. And probably, are they timing a dragon here? I'm not sure when dragon's up. Should be soon, though. They're going to try to dive Patootie here in the tower. This could work out in their favor. Could we see a rocket grab? Now would be the time. Ooh, nice dodge. Saving his life there from Patootie. Very nice. God, those reflexes. I love it. I think Dragon should be up any minute now, and it does appear that Electric would have the advantage in grabbing that one as well. As ReBoot is kind of just all over the place right now. Normally they would be roaming around as a team at this point. But I think they want to focus more on farm to catch up even more, as they have been behind pretty much all game, especially after that first blood. What do you think, man? What's their strategy going into this? Are they waiting for the first team fight? Are they going to try to force something in Dragon? Or are they just going to focus on farm until even later in the match?
Ryze needs to get big. I mean, Iranium is really good at team fighting. They have 2 tower advantages right now. I think they definitely need to just feed up the Ryze. Irelia is good enough for now. Oh,
look at this. Udyr.
Like a team fight.
Whoa, a slow response there. No dazzle goes down on Udyr. We're going to see a full-on 5-man fight here from ReBoot. Corki is coming in from below. Is Karthus going to go down? There goes the Paranoia. Yes, securing that kill on Karthus. They need to focus Yorick now. There's the Karthus ultimate. That's going to be deadly. Taking out Ryze. This is a full-on exchange. Flashing Valkyries all over the place. There's the grip on Patootie.
Oh my God, the
he's going to die right now, but Rayleigh's
no, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Oh my goodness, he survives! Oh, he dies.
Wow. Way too much action going on here. Camera able to shut down 3 players single-handedly up there, picking up that kill on Udyr and forcing the bot combo from landing another kill down bottom on Nomadic. That was a huge play from Camera. Camera is picking up the slack for his team right now. They ended up on top of that team fight. Yeah, and that's going to allow them to grab this dragon, put them right back in this match. In fact, they should be ahead. Slightly ahead right now.
Oh, I think I have this dragon there. Oh, look at that. 100 gold at the 23-minute mark. Have you seen a difference like this in our tournament? Have you seen a difference like this anywhere? No. Oh my goodness. So much action going into this so far.
Yeah, these teams are so evenly matched right now. It is truly a pleasure to watch this one. This is just such a high-skill game. So much experience, man. Every single one of these players knows exactly what they're doing, and it just shows so well. I mean, the team fights are amazing to watch. Too much to watch, actually. Looks like Karth is going to solo this blue. ReBoot totally aware. All kinds of things going on there. Maybe they wanted to steal that one. Maybe they just wanted to make everyone aware of their positioning. There is a lot of blue pings going on here. What is this all about? Are they looking to perhaps go behind Graves? I'm not sure. But lots of pings regardless. It's really all we have to analyze now that everyone is focusing on farm for the most part. Look at all these pings. What's going on?
Ping, ping, ping. Corki is very fed right now, though. Nomadic showing that, hey, you know what? I'm losing at farm. I'm just going to last a champion to this point. That should count for something, right?
I don't think he's losing anymore. He has 215 versus Graves 218. So actually, Corki should be slightly ahead on global gold. Let's see. Yeah, he's ahead by about 700 right now. Look at the position of Electric. They want to group up perhaps 5 men right now in their jungle. Yorick trying to grab up some of that free farm. Very interesting position. Blitzcrank placing down lots of wards. Wants to get vision advantage right now. And it appears we might see an early Baron attempt here, or perhaps Electric is just trying to make something happen, perhaps get lucky with a rocket grab on Rise. That appears to be the case right now. Will he land this? It could spell disaster. There's the stun from Udyr, the knockup, not enough damage. Graves has got to die this one, but will he do it fast enough?
He's so tanky.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
look how tanky that Rise is.
Huge deficit for damage coming from Electric right there. Too soon on a grab, but they did the right thing by capitalizing on that opportunity. Although Graves was just a little bit out of position to seal the deal. And it's going to force back Rise for this next, looks like a mid lane push here from Electric. Although they are all over the place right now, kind of disorderly. I think everybody's just focusing on farm right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I think everyone's trying to go on a farm, get some objectives right now. Definitely ReBoot's gonna have the map control down because they have all three towers down, whereas Electric has no tower really pushed in at all. I mean, all 3 towers of ReBoot are up right now, except for the top one, who might go down very soon. Mid is at half health, bot is at a little bit over 60%. So ReBoot definitely, if they keep the jungle warded, they can keep pushing Electric back and have a lot of fallback right there. Part of the goal advantage is due to the amount of goals. Speaking of goal advantage, so they might get some a little bit more right there from Caleb Blitzcrank. Oh my goodness.
Pneumatic is just wreaking havoc. Look at him, not being focused at all in the back. He's just like artillery damage. Look at this, a triple kill.
Oh my goodness.
For almost a quadra kill there for ReBoot. Obviously not attributed to the one player, but enormous damage coming from Corki. They cannot allow him to just reign free from the back right there. They needed Karthus right there, and that's going to be a pretty much free Baron. I can't imagine Electric stopping this right now. A little bit of lay waste harass. Maybe we'll see Nocturne go upstairs and deal with him, or they'll probably just try to avoid him altogether. Probably trade this mid lane tower for this Baron kill, which is not even at all. Baron.
Oh goodness! Wow, you see the ReBoot just their team fights, and that was so good. I mean, that pickup on Blitzcrank followed by just Pneumatic, flawless positioning right there. He's like, no one's stealing my spotlight. I'm still the best AD carry around here. Get out of here, basically. That's the kind of message he was sending to Fei Long right there. Still, though, I mean, Electric still hang in there. They're not too behind right now.
I don't know that was really amazing offense from ReBoot. More just Electric wasn't ready to deal with that. They were out of position. They got the pick on Blitzcrank, and they tried to retaliate when what they should have done is just pull back. We saw them try to trade here at this bush, but this just wasn't smart because they didn't have the focus fire on Corki, and he just massacred their team. Almost gave up 4 kills back there. And that's going to put ReBoot ahead right now, but really this is anybody's game. You guys in the chat, you mountain sages that think you're better than any of the players on here, I find that extremely doubtful, as each and every one of these guys are amazing players. They're making hardly any mistakes at all. That was really the first misstep we've seen from either team. And this is the highest elo match I've had the pleasure of casting, I do feel. You with me on that one?
I mean, especially in terms of how exciting it is. I mean, maybe elo-wise, though, a couple of the ones we followed. Still, like, this is, you're absolutely right. I think on the main stage right here, this is the most even has ever
Oh, no, Graves is going to cut way off here.
That's a dead Graves. That's a dead Graves.
Oh,
that's
he's
a dead
so
Graves. He's
done. He's so done.
Dead Graves. He's dead.
That was,
oh, no.
Dead? Electric is slowly losing the grip on this match. They can't afford to have that happen. ReBoot is roaming around in groups. Electric has to respond by doing the same. They gave up a Baron kill, and now losing their AD carry like that up top is not acceptable. It's only a matter of time before they get rocked all the way to inhibs if they keep allowing that to happen. At this level of play, they have very few chances to make this even again, as ReBoot doesn't look like they want to make any more mistakes going into this, and it appears they want to engage for a 5v4 under this tower. That wouldn't be unwise. If we see a flash initiate from Aurelia, that would be very strong indeed. They do need to pick off this Karthus first, I think, and then swiftly focus down Yorick, as Graves is now coming up. They're just going to settle for this tower. There's the initiate.
Oh, look at this.
Getting countered pretty hard there by Udyr off of Karthus. Yikes, Udyr's going to have to flash out. He does go down, but look at this. Everyone's standing in that defile. All this cleave. There's a cleave from the buckshot. Collateral damage. Blitzcrank barely gets away. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, a kill from Karthus. That could have been a lot more devastating than it was.
I thought he had a spell shield up for that too. Is a spell shield on cooldown? I think it just came up as the ult was about to explode.
I don't think ReBoot really factored in Graves arriving just in time there. I don't know if he caught that collateral damage. It hit all 5 players on ReBoot's team. And that's
a collateral damage right there.
Yeah, that's the reason that they were able to pick off those kills and possibly defend this inhibitor. It doesn't look like it, though. Corki's damage is just out of control at this point. They really don't have... They can't land grabs on him. They don't have much to stop this Corki. I mean, Udyr tried his best, but he really had to defend Karthus in that last exchange, which left Corki pretty much just rain free. And with Pneumatic's positioning, there's no way he's going to get hit by a rocket grab in a team fight scenario. No way at all. So he's just going to be able to snipe people from across the map, and that's going to seal the deal. I don't see ReBoot losing this match anymore, even though we thought that Electric was going to have the superior team comp at this point in the match. It appears that ReBoot is just a superior team fighter in general, which is, you know, no news to us, but certainly news that they're being this well matched. They're going to pick up an uncontested dragon here. Rise looking to steal this blue.
No, he's not.
Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. Look at this mage tank Rise initiate right here. What is this? Wow, such ballsy play from Arcanium right now. Just allowing Corki to wreak havoc. Just say, yeah, focus me.
Oh my god.
Focus
Look
me,
at
you guys.
Aurelia.
Yeah, you're just going to see a Quadra most likely here. There's the flash to secure this Quadra. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, baby, I love to see those Quadra kills. Pneumatic showing us how strong of a player he really is. You know what that was?
Teach me how to Corki. Teach me how to Corki. What?
That was Arcanium saying, yeah, guys, I'm Rise. Focus me, focus me. Meanwhile, Pneumatic in the back, after everybody blew their cooldowns, killing Aurelia and Rise. Oh, it was disgusting.
I mean, you mean Tark and Rise?
No.
Aurelia's still up.
Yeah, they were focusing Aurelia and Rise as they went in right there. They didn't kill Aurelia. And Corki was just, man, that was disgusting. They can't stop that damage. That was a huge mistake. They really weren't able to shut down Corki, and that's the reason they lost this match. Huge GG to both teams rather. That was extremely fun to watch. Super high elo, very experienced players.
Yeah,
ReBoot comes out on top because of their team fighting superiority. Hopefully they can change it up in the next round for Electric. Can't wait.